I am Fernando Padilla, Master Baker of Boudin Bakery.
We're here at our flagship location and demonstration bakery at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, California. We are ready to bake some great San Francisco Boudin sourdough.
This is where the story begins. Inside this room here, we have something historic.
We have something that we have been able to keep alive for almost 200 years that came in with the 49ers in the gold rush era. This is our mother dough, the best sourdough you can get. Every day, we take a portion of the mother dough to mix with flour, water, and salt for each day's bake. We also save a portion of the mother dough and feed it with flour and water so it can continue to grow and reproduce. By tomorrow, it will triple in size. Mother dough has lactobacilli and wild yeast that generates byproducts causing the bread to rise and give it a complex, sour, chewy texture. The prominent lactobacillus in Boudin's mother dough is called Lactobacillus San Francisco, and it's a bacterium native to our city by the bay.
Now, our second step. We're gonna be mixing salt, flour, water, and a piece of mother dough. 4 simple ingredients, same recipe for almost 200 years.
As the dough gets mixed, it creates a strong gluten structure that creates pockets that form the structure of the crumb.
Now we're ready to start weighing it, rounding it, and letting the dough rest.
The dough rests in the overhead proofer for 20 minutes. Then we shape. We then proof the dough for 24 hours in a cool environment to slow down and allow for a long, slow fermentation. Fermentation is when the yeast feeds on the glucose in the dough and produces carbon dioxide and byproducts. The CO2 bubbles up through the gluten and stretches, forming air pockets. This long, slow fermentation is what gives Boudin San Francisco sourdough its distinctive tangy flavor, chewy texture, and dense crumb.
Our next step is scoring. Every loaf of bread that we bake here at Boudin has a signature look. At the same time, the scores act as a chimney. So the gas will go straight up and it will make a very uniform loaf of bread. The oven is gonna release steam and it's gonna wet the surface of the loaf of bread that will soften up the crust. At the same time, it will seal completely the loaf of bread. And then at the end of the bake, we'll get it to brown really beautiful. And all the gas packets that we're able to build up through the fermentation will escape right up the edge of the crust and creating all those wonderful bubbles. It's a signature for our Boudin sourdough bread. Our bread is ready. Let's pull it out. Look at the beautiful crust, beautiful bubbles. Very tangy flavor, very chewy. It's actually a perfect loaf of bread. So after 72 hours of hard work and to be able to come out with a product like this, it's just so rewarding. I love it.